They said Chicago was a fluke, a wet track, a lucky roll of the dice, a one-off circus act by some Kiwi bloke who'd never win again. That was the narrative. SVG can't race ovals. Road course specialist. He will be gone by August. Mate, they were dead wrong. 5 wins, Rookie of the Year, a spot in the NASCAR playoffs in his first full-time season. And here's the part that's got the American establishment sweating through their fireproofs. Oh, he's not alone. Brody Kostecki, Cam Waters, Will Brown, the whole Supercars mob is circling. So let me ask you straight up, is this the end of American dominance in their own backyard? Because what I'm about to show you proves it might already be over. Right. Let's get under the bonnet, because this is the bit the American media conveniently forgets to mention. The current NASCAR, the Next-Gen car, is not your granddad's stock car. For decades, these things were dinosaurs, solid rear axle, a clunky H-pattern gearbox you'd shift like a farm ute, fair dinkum agricultural. Then in 2022, NASCAR blew it all up. Independent rear suspension, 5-way adjustable Öhlins shocks, 18-inch wheels. Sound familiar? It should, because that's basically the recipe for a supercar. But here's the kicker. The Next-Gen runs a 5-speed sequential gearbox, an X-Track unit, clutchless shifting, bang it up, bang it down. Now guess what Shane Van Gisbergen drove for a decade in the Supercars Championship? A car with independent-style geometry and a sequential shifter. The muscle memory is identical, while the American boys spent 2 years relearning how to drive a car that fought them every corner. Blokes like SVG walked in already fluent in the language. And there's one more weapon these Aussies have that the Yanks simply cannot replicate overnight. It's a braking technique so alien to NASCAR that Will Brown had to sit down and explain it on live American TV. I'll show you exactly what it is, but you won't believe how much time it's worth. It's called left foot braking, or as the Supercars lads do it, trail braking with surgical precision. Will Brown went on American telly and casually explained the art of right foot braking like he was reading a shopping list. Meanwhile, the Cup regulars are out there braking in a straight line like it's 1998, and oh, the Americans are not happy. You can hear it, the grumbling in the paddock, that he's only good on road courses cope, the insistence that it doesn't count unless you're turning left for 4 hours at Talladega. Here's the truth they can't stomach. SVG turned road courses into a near monopoly. 5 of 6 road races in 2025, won Watkins Glen by over 10 seconds, won Sonoma leading 97 of 110 laps, absolutely embarrassed the field. At Mexico City, he won by 16.5 seconds, the biggest winning margin in the Cup Series in over 15 years. That's not a fluke, mate. That's a flogging. And look, this is bigger than one driver. This is the Anzacs walking into the biggest motorsport stage on the planet in America's own sport and beating them at it. We're the underdogs. Always have been. Small nations, little budgets, and we're making the giants nervous. So do me a favor, if you want to keep the Aussie and Kiwi flag flying high over victory lane, smash that subscribe button and drop your flag emoji in the comments right now. Let's show the Americans how many of us are watching, because the next wave of invaders, they're already booking flights, and one of them scares the Yanks even more than SVG did. Let's break down who's coming and why the Americans should be terrified. Number 1, Cam Waters, Australia's most versatile racer, full stop. He rocked up to the Truck Series at Lime Rock Park in 2025 and bagged a top 5 on debut 5th place, surviving late race chaos like he'd done it 100 times. His X factor? The bloke can wrestle anything, dirt, tarmac, ovals, road courses. He doesn't have a weakness. Give Cam a full season and a proper ride, and he's a genuine threat at Watkins Glen day 1. Number 2, Will Brown, reigning Supercars champion, raced the Chicago street course for Cowlig Racing. And this is the fella who said the racing intensity in NASCAR is identical to Supercars, meaning he's not intimidated. Not one bit. His X factor is wheel-to-wheel aggression. Supercars racing is brutal, door-banging combat. Brown thrives in the chaos. Put him on a tight, physical circuit like Sonoma, and he'll lean on the American boys until they crack. Number 3, and this is the dangerous one, Brody Kostecki, multiple Supercars champion. And here's what the casuals don't know. Kostecki already raced in America years ago. 2 pole positions in the old K and N series, one of them at Watkins Glen, a top 5 at Dover. He knows the tracks, he knows the culture. With Erebus tied to Richard Childress Racing, the pipeline is real. Kostecki isn't a tourist, he's a specialist coming back to finish the job. Picture it. Watkins Glen, Sonoma, the Roval, 4 Supercars weapons on the grid, all fluent in sequential boxes and left foot braking, all hunting the same trophy. And the Americans have exactly one man who's proven he can beat them consistently on the twisty stuff, and even he's one of ours. So what happens in 2025 and beyond? My prediction is going to make the comment section absolutely erupt. Here's my bold call. SVG signed a multi-year deal with Trackhouse. He's switching to the number 97, the number his family raced down under. That's a man planting a flag. That's a man who's not going anywhere. And remember, he scored his first oval top 10 at Kansas in September. The one weakness the critics screamed about, he's already patching it. My prediction, SVG doesn't just win road courses in his next campaign, he steals an oval win nobody sees coming, and he drags at least one more Aussie into full-time Cup competition. By 2026, the invasion isn't coming, it's here. So I'll leave you with this, and I want a proper blue in the comments over it. If an Aussie or a Kiwi wins the NASCAR Cup before a veteran legend like Denny Hamlin ever does, is NASCAR officially broken, or is it finally fixed? Drop your verdict below. Aussie flag if you reckon we take over completely. American flag if you think they fight back. And if you're not subscribed yet, you're missing the biggest takeover in NASCAR history. Don't get left behind. I'll see you in the next one. Keep the flag flying.